this not being satisfied. This is a fundamental kind of human experience that people have. Especially in relationships between man and woman, many times you're not satisfied. Even you get the boy of your dreams, or the girl that you've been longing for a long time, people are not satisfied. I heard recently somebody said they were, this man wrote some letter and said, my girlfriend just broke up with me. And we were going together for many years. And then she told me, we cannot continue this relationship. It has to end. Then he said, why? Why are you breaking up with me? You really wanted to continue. Then she said, why can't you be like Edward? Edward does everything right. Why can't you be like Edward? Then he's really surprised, but she hung up the phone. And he's really wondering, who is Edward? Then he calls her up later and says, who is Edward? She said, it's impossible. You cannot be like Edward. Edward is so amazing. Then later, he talked to somebody who knew her and found out Edward was the character in this book. He was like a kind of romantic vampire. But you can imagine how he felt at that time. You know? He's trying to be a partner to her. Why can't you be like Edward? And the dissatisfaction that people experience at that moment. Fortunately, he recovered. He didn't get depressed or kill himself. So this dissatisfaction can become very lasting and strong inside, because we get stuck on something that somebody said, or we get stuck on something that we would like somebody to be like in a way that we, are not. And so this is very often, this kind of dissatisfaction is hard to get over, and usually when we meet, we have the experience to live with a really great master, great teacher, then we can understand how to get over this kind of dissatisfaction. One example, we had one Zen master in our school who was teaching and leading Kilche in 3 different places, one time in Sudoksa, and one time in Shinwon-sa, and one time at Wagi-sa. And I was sitting with him all 3 times. This is actually Subong-sa. And I sat with him in Sudoksa, and we had really what I consider very strong retreat. We had Yeoman Junjin 7 days without sleeping. It was for me, very powerful experience, and I had some strong memory of that. Then we had retreat at Shinwon-sa. Also was interesting. Not so much long sitting, but also very good teaching. And then also we had the Kilche at Wagi-sa. And the final Kilche at Wagi-sa was kind of noisy, with lots of coming and going. And I felt like, all I could think at that time was, this Kilche cannot compare to the Kilches I sat before at Sudoksa or something. Then I asked Subong-sa, how is your Kilche here? He and I also sat together at these 3 places. He said, kill chain. And I was really surprised. He said, what do you mean? How can you consider this the best kill chain? He said, yeah, just now it's the best kill chain. Then, boom, understood his mind. It didn't matter which place, whether we're sitting in Poland or sitting in Providence, just now is the best kill chain. If you're satisfied, if you have enough mind, just now is the best kill chain. Whether it's Musangsa or some other place. But if you're dissatisfied, it's never